what's up, people? Today, I'm actually going to be trying something a little different than from any of my previous videos you have seen here on the channel. Today, I am going to be showing you how to do the new, quote-unquote, new Shin Numa main quest Easter egg, but we're going to all do it live. Because I don't know how to make an actual recording, all knows how to live stream. And by the way, if you ever want to see my live streams and see behind the scenes, or just to see how cringy I really am, then go ahead and link in the description, twitch.tv/thathypokit. I repeat, that is twitch.tv/thathypokit. That'll also be on the screen.
You're just pissing me off, dickhead.
So with that, let's just go ahead and move on to the very first step of the Easter egg, which is pretty much what you need to know. So there's these two little barriers that you can actually go through. Personally, I like to go through this one because the box will be right here right off the bat, and I guess fast travel to Chug, but that's up to how you want to play. Alright, there's two things you actually need to do here in the Shin Numa location itself. First of all, if you come over here to this little bookcase next to Doctor's quarters, you'll find by this lamp a sack reel part. Go ahead and pick that up. Once you pick up that reel, there's also another place you can pick up, and you can do this out of order, doesn't matter. Go get rid of these guys here. If you come over here next to storage, it's this little area that you probably camped when there was a void mission or something. You're gonna find, and it's also where this coil is, but we'll get to this right here later. There's a little book, there's a pile of books and files and anything that has paper in it right here. You can either melee, throw a grenade, I don't know, insult it, do whatever. Just shoot it, and you'll reveal a symbol. This right here is going to be coming to use later on in time. Alright, now again, not in any particular order, but you can open any of these places. The only places I do recommend opening first is Doctor's quarters, and then you can open one or the other, because you can actually do both of them. They'll interconnect with one, and as soon as you open Pack-a-Punch, they'll actually start connecting. So in this case, for me, I recommend opening this place right here, comms room, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, if you want, you can open this, but in the sake of the Easter egg, I recommend you open comms room. Trust me, you'll thank me later. And also because it leads you to the covenants. And as you can see right there, covenants are really...
Oh my god, who the hell cares?
You open the doors and all that. Now there's going to be a couple of parts right here that we need to grab. First of all, right here on the right side, there should be a little circular disc known as electric fuse. Another one you can do, while you're here, go to this little radio. Right, literally behind the perk that was spawned in. For me, I got stamina, ethereal pace. There's gonna be a radio right here. You just go through and interact, and they'll tell you, hey, the radio is doing whatever. Alright. Here's another thing. Doctor's quarters. As soon as that's maximum round, which in this case round 5, make sure you have boom shriers. Doesn't matter how you get them. Take them and make sure they're standing near on this little island in the swamp, and then try and kill the creepers next. Boom shriers next to it. What you do, it will actually open, and that's when you can start placing the parts. Next part that we need to try and open is actually right here in the flogger trap. Ooh. See, it's good because it's OG. Anywho, make your way all the way to this little hut right here. There's actually going to be a little place right here called the fishing hut. Open this door, and right behind it, you're going to find a piece for the Wonder Wop DG2. And of course, another perk. We're going to retrace back our steps all the way back here. Now, with the Wonder Wop part, aka the barrel, you want to make your way all the way over here next to where, again, you got the perks from the comms room. You want to make your way to this little generator out in the open in this low murky water, and X, square, or F, whatever it is your interaction button is, and you want to go ahead and insert the barrel there. Now, nothing will happen unless if you end the round. As soon as you end the round, what will happen is that the whole place or whatever is going to get struck down by lightning. Okay, that's thunder, but the thing is going to get struck down by lightning, and then you'll be in a bit of somewhat of a time of trying to defend it. So same place over here by Doctor's quarters. I shouldn't say same place. It's not the wheel, but around over here in the actual building of Doctor's Quarters, if you go and open it again, you'll get a random perk. There's going to be two things you need to do here. First of all, if you go ahead and pick up your perk, if you already have not, it is free, if you remember. There's going to be two things you want to do here. First of all, you need a certain grenade. It can either be, it needs to be something that can produce some sort of heat, if not fire. In this case, I recommend either the thermite or the Molotov. And there's two ways you can get it. You can either get it by zombie drops, aka by killing them, or there's another way you can get it is by going to crafting tables, and I'm going to go ahead and show you the crafting table locations right now. First one, make your way next to the area where the flogger trap is so you can make your way to the fishing hut. Over here, this is where you'll find the first crafting table location right here. Try and make your way towards the excavation site, aka dig site. Alright, two things we need to do here. First of all, if you come right here in front of the table, there's gonna be another cipher wheel part. Have a crafting you have a crafting place right here. Now also while you're here too, there's going to be another symbol that you will need to try your best to remember, i.e. by either writing it or something else. Now that you have all of the places memorized for crafting tables, or crafting benches if you want to say, craft yourself a thermite or a Molotov. Thermite being 500 and a Molotov being, I believe, 750. Correct me if I'm wrong. With one or the other, make your way back to the doctor's quarters, and there's gonna be a table
The
in
encryption key. Huh.
As it says, yada yada, it's going to be filled up with invisible ink. Now what we need to do is that we need to reveal it. So with the grenade that you have equipped currently, throw it at the desk, wait a while, and what will happen is that the code will be revealed. As you can hear by the weird demon things that should not exist but apparently do. The next location of the cipher wheel part is going to be right here, actually in the same room. Okay, once you have all of the parts, go ahead and make sure if you need to double check. There's going to be one right there in spawn, one right there in doctor's quarters, and one all the way in pack-a-punch. Once you have all the parts and you have the boom shryers, take out all the weird viney-like stuff you see from the upside down. Hashtag Stranger Things. Make sure you go ahead, insert the wheel, and then boom. Now you're on the next step, and that is encrypting the code.
Reassembling your memories.
Now this is going to be more simplified. Now we're going to be on the cipher wheel part. So, remember these symbols I told you to try to remember? Those are symbols that you're going to be using to encrypt the code. Now again, I'm just going to go ahead and go through all the symbols that there is and that you need. First one is going to be right here. Make your way to the comms room right here. Make your way to the left. And then while you interact with the radio, there's going to be a little desk right here, and that's where you're going to remember the other symbol. And finally, also where the symbol, where the cipher wheel is right here, which I already picked up, so it's not there on the screen. Right here is also going to be another symbol, which is going to be, again, on a crafting table that I mentioned earlier. Now that we have all the symbols located, let's go ahead and make our way back to that little paper that we have. So, this is just a more simplified way to do it. So, so this is how it works. So, right here in the wheel, and by the way, when you interact with this, all the zombies will ignore you. So, if you also need to go AFK, if you don't have a pause feature, okay, if you're playing co-op, then this is a really good start. So, all these symbols you see right here, what you want to do is that these little blank ones, these are the symbols that you need. The top ones is what you're going to need. Now, you can do these out of order because they're already somewhat in order already. Now, this is what you need to know. These symbols are the right symbols. So, the symbols right there in the papers, that again, you have to write down. Those are going to be the symbols featuring on the left side, aka these right here. So, for example, let's go ahead and look at one of the symbols that I have. Now again, they may not be the same as it is in your game, but for my game, let's look at this. So we have a symbol right here. Remember the symbol. Me, I'm just going to refer to it as a purse. It has a head, it has a body, arms, etc. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to that piece of paper, or you can look it up on Google if you want. I'm gonna try and find that person. Let's see where he is. And, oh, there he is.
Mistake, mate.
Two
Fucking
triangles.
huge, in fact.
Two triangles stacked on each other. That's what that symbol will correlate to. Then... done. Now, this is where we're actually going to go ahead and take a break on the Easter egg. Yeah, I know. You're probably like, but why? Well, here's the thing. And I'm just going to let you know ahead of time right now so you don't try and jump in or skip. Now, we already have 2 pieces completed. So, we have the barrel, which if you haven't done the lockdown yet, it'll be right here. You, hopefully, if you need to look back, to see what the barrel is, there you go. And then the tube right here that'll be attached to this radio. Now what you want to do is make your way down towards the storage room. Go ahead and buy the store, and then this is where you'll get to see the buildable. And whenever you get a part, it'll automatically be added up here. So just remember that right there. On the table, you're gonna actually find this little tube right here, another part of the energy bullets. That's gonna be attached to a wire. Now, the wire is gonna be obscured right here, but this wire will actually lead you to, get this trap right here. Now, if you didn't remember, there is a fuse that I told you to grab. This is where that fuse is gonna be extremely needed. Here, behind the perk, there's gonna be a trap. Go ahead and activate it, and then once it gets a couple kills, what's going to happen is that the trap will malfunction. Automatically use that fuse and repair the trap, and the trap will continue.
Always happy to
Do
help.
that, and then if you get enough souls, the fuse on the little box right here, if it'll start. Boom, there it goes. Okay, it has finally hit round 15. So, yep, there's the tall woman. Do a little damage. So what we need to do is have her use her little energy mines to shoot by this little coil. Do that, and well, what will happen is that it'll actually charge, and there's going to be a little. Actually, get the crap. Make your way right here to the buildable bench, and then, ladies and gentlemen, you have crafted the Wonder Waff DG2. Now that we have the Wonder Waff, what you need to do is interact with the stone, and then we have to stay on this somewhat low island, and we need to get blue zombies. So, and if you're playing with co-op, make sure everyone interacts with their own glowing stone. Doesn't matter who gets who, and go 3, 2, 1, go or something, and start it up. And you make your way to this little island right here, and you want to try and survive. So, like right now, these zombies right here are good, but what we want to look out for are these zombies right here. Now, with the Wonder Waff, make sure they're near the stone. You want to shoot the blue zombies. Be careful not to die while you're doing it. My tip right here, actually, just use the Wonder Waff and Wonder Waff only. If you try and use the other weapons, then that's an automatic game over.
What the hell is that? 2,000 years later.
Okay, so make sure you have a lot of points, because we are going to be triggering that with the flogger trap. So with the flogger trap, it doesn't matter which side you do, you want to make sure you have it where zombies are coming from this side right here. For
Let the blood of fill the fountain. Follow that orb, quickly.
So it turns out I was okay. No Numa base. You'll actually find the orb. You complete the orb with the zombie blood mode. Go ahead and make your way up to this little map. Now, if you want to know how to know where it is, it's also where Pack-a-Punch was for the Void mission in on the map, you're going to find an X somewhere in the main location. It could be on the fishing hut, it could be Doctor's quarters, the actual location where the blogger is, etc., etc. Now, somewhere in there, you're going to find a X. Now, that X will be highlighted, and then you want to go to that location. Alright, now here's another thing to the note. So as soon as you do ending up discovering the orb, now, this is where I actually recommend you get set up. Now, thing is, I'm not set up, but for you, I recommend you will be set up. Because this, right here, ladies and gentlemen, is the last step. Once you grab both mirror relic fragments, you want to make your way over here to the dig site, okay? The new location of Shin and Numa. There's going to be a little pedestal in the middle. Go ahead, interact with it.
That podium can restore the mirror.
And then now, it'll spawn in another orb. Energize, and observe. Where will it go? Got it.
Who do you think you are?
Alright. Now, this will take a couple of attempts,
Take
but
your place and
once you
gird your
shoot it,
loins.
what will
The
happen is that
Echosaurus won't
and
easily
again, as you
give
can
up
hear,
her secrets.
I got it. Now, what's gonna happen is that that little orb, it's gonna make its way back. Oh, it's gonna make its way back to the orb where you originally, summoned it.
Later that same evening.
Alrighty, so now, if you remember what we did with the tree step, now you're gonna see blue zombies, and if you remember, blue means one alpha. Boom! Like right now.
Now lure the echo close.
Do that, and then GG's.